Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to Wine Talk with Tesh. This is your boy Tesh. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wine Talk with Tesh. Tonight is slightly different. Where am I? I'm right here. Damn it, David. Alessio, calm down. Shit, man. I'm right here, bro. I'm right here. Uh, I am excited because tonight we're kind of switching it up just a little bit. We are gonna take. Thank you for noticing the intro. That is all Jordan, by the way, Diana. He spent time one day. He just sent it to me, and I was like, "That's dope as fuck." And I was like, "I have an intro," and then I shared it to social media because I was like, "I have an intro. That's dope as fuck." um, what's up, Eduardo? No, hey, what's up, guys? I'm so excited that you guys are here. I am slightly under the weather and I'm got like the sinus headache thingy. Um, but you know what? I'm muscling it up and I'm gonna drink because I care about you. All right. So, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about Mendoza, Argentina. More specifically, we're going to be talking a little bit about this particular producer. If you guys have the wines, which I hope that you do, if you do not, that's okay. Just grab whatever and tune in and hang out. It'll be fun regardless. For those of you who have the wine, we're going to start with the Felino Chardonnay. All right. Go ahead and pour yourself a glass, and we'll dive right into it. All right. So first and foremost, let's talk about this producer, Vinha Cobos. The winery is called Vinha Cobos. It is actually a winery that is owned by a guy named Paul Hobbs. If you have never heard the name Paul Hobbs before, um, just drink his wines regardless of when you hear it. I've never had a wine from Paul Hobbs that I haven't found to be just absolutely spectacular or delicious. And maybe I'm wrong, but this is like the third part of the world where I've tried one of Paul Hobbs' wines, and I just find them particularly. He has been growing and producing wine here in the States under his own label. He makes a phenomenal Pinot Noir here in Sonoma. Check that out sometime. It's called Paul Hobbs. But then he had the foresight years ago to travel the world and partner with different wineries across the globe, and basically like in plantings with these wineries across the globe. So he's done these projects in Mendoza, Argentina. Both of these wines are made by Vinha Cobos. He's done this project. He has also done some wines in Armenia with the Yakubian family. That wine's called Yakubian Hobbs, and he also does a wine out of Cahors in France. And man, I've had three out of those four, um, and all of the wines are always just absolutely delightful. So um, I think that if you ever hear his name associated with the wine, safe bet is that you're probably going to have something spectacular and delicious. So let's jump right into it. So if you guys have the wine, go ahead and pour yourself a glass, and we'll just start tasting and kind of chatting about what is going on here. So Felino Chardonnay. Where this wine is coming from within Mendoza, Argentina, very light but delicious. I'll take very light but delicious. I haven't even gotten that far yet. But this wine from within Mendoza, it's coming from the northern part of Mendoza. There's the Uco Valley, right, which is kind of makes up the central part of Mendoza. But then there's another region or appellation known as Lujan de Coyo, which is the northern part, which is kind of northeastern, is where the estate is located. So that's where this wine is coming from. It's 100% Chardonnay. And before I get into anything else in regards to the wine, I kind of want to just taste it. Ooh, okay. So this is my kind of Chardonnay, and here's why. I think we've talked about this before, right? Chardonnay has a wide range of styles, and so many people will try Chardonnay, and they will just get stuck on, I don't like this. It's not my varietal. I'm not going to drink it, right? And they just get that mentality that like, I don't drink Chardonnay, or they'll say like, oh, I don't drink Cabernet. It's a mistake. They come in different styles, right? Everybody makes them differently. That's the fun part about wine is eventually you're going to try something that like stands out to you and you're like, this is delicious and I enjoy it because XYZ. So for anybody out there who's like, I don't like Chardonnay because it's rich and oaky, buttery, um, or just kind of overdone, this Chardonnay is probably going to be more up your alley. This is light. This is crisp. It has a lot of acidity. There's some great tasting notes here on the palate. Um, I think I'm picking up things like pears, green apple, and then on the nose, it's got some like floral aspect, like white jasmine, which is really really pretty. Yeah, that's me. I typically hate Chardonnay. This one is nice, crisp, and not too sweet. Yeah, I agree. It's not too sweet at all. And I wouldn't call it sweet at all. I think it's got the fruit. It's got like the green apple and pear thing going on for it. Only two bottles left. Damn, man, Diana just sniping. Diana, I only have two bottles of this and two bottles of the Cocodrilo. So if you like them, snag them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll only have a couple of each of these. You know what? I'm gonna have a ton of. Pardon me. You know what I'm going to have a ton of is Deviation Road. I just ordered some more, and that's because I did a private tasting event over this last weekend for one of my clients, and we tasted Deviation Road Sparkling. For those of you out there who are watching and you've never heard of it, phenomenal reserve brut sparkling wine from Australia, from Adelaide Hills, 60% Pinot Noir, 40% Chardonnay. I did that event, and everybody who tasted this sparkling was like, "I need some of that," because it is very much. I mean, I'd liken it to drinking champagne just without the champagne prices. Um, it's very very delicious, and oh, look at that! Jordan put the little link up in the chat for you. So, so if you are interested in that, I'm going to have a lot of that coming in. Plus, we're kind of getting into that time where it's like it's not even really cold anymore, man. It's like we have all these like warm days and warm afternoons. It's sparkling wine time, in my opinion, even though it's always sparkling wine time. Some notable things about this: Chardonnay is a small. There's like if I was just blind tasting this, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I would not think that there was any kind of oak on it, but it does spend 4 months in oak, so a very minimal amount of time. And if I'm guessing, I'll take none of that. I'd say that it's all neutral. And it'll base that off of what we're picking up palate, right? It's not really. There's not a lot of baking spice. There's not a lot of vanilla. Uh, like I said, I'm gonna stick with my tasting notes I think are there. Pears, green apple, white flowers. Really, really delicious wine. For those of you guys who did make anything at home, loving my rosy cheeks. I know it's because I keep rubbing them to kind of like relieve some sinus pressure. It's just, it's. um, it's because my new makeup person is fantastic. They're like, more rose. And they just brushed it on. Thank you. Did anybody make, and I know it was really late, so I apologize, but did anybody out there make steak and chimichurri? Or did anybody make shrimp scampi? And I know I sent out the email today and I worked on it all weekend, but then I never got to actually sending it out. Loving the white with the shrimp. Beautiful. Good. So you guys did do it. Awesome. I think that's where this wine, I think like something like shrimp scampi, even if you want to get into like salmon, any kind of fish dish, I think this is shined beautifully. If you do, and you guys did both, of course you did. I love you guys. Um, I think that any kind of fish dish, but in particular, I think that like something with like a richer sauce, like a buttery sauce. I think is where the Chardonnay will shine because it has this nice crisp acidity to it that kind of cuts through that richness. Steak, chimichurri, and shrimp scampi. Damn, man, Eduardo, family got it going on. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. All right, so what do you guys think of this wine? Oh, man. Never mind. I hope y'all don't love the Chardonnay because Diana just bought it. So, steak and chimichurri is next. All right, well, enjoy the Chardonnay. Give me some feedback. What are you guys tasting? What are you guys picking up? Do you love it? Obviously, Diana does. I tried sending some wine to Jordan, and it got kicked back for some reason. They tried to deliver it once, and it was like they were done. And I was like, oh man, that's whack. Anyways, so delicious. Good. Yeah, I can't say that because I still use them, Jordan. But yeah, they do. They blow. All right. I get some creaminess. I think there's a little bit of creaminess to it, right? I think that there's probably a little bit of stirring of the lees. Even though that wasn't kind of any kind of information that I got from the winery, but I do think that there's some of that going on here for sure because it does have a nice like creamy texture. I like this wine also. It's got a screw cap. Nihal detecting tropical fruit. Man, if Nihal smells it, bro, it's probably there. By the way, what's up, Nihal? Man, I really like. I hope you keep coming to Wine Talk with Tesh when Eduardo's gone. Please do, because I love your energy, and I love having you there. You guys are super cool. Maybe lemon in the scampi? Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's a little bit of a tropical thing. It's a little bit understated though. Ah man, this wine is just so good. It smells delicious. All right, down the hatch it goes. You guys have any questions about that? It's pretty straightforward, right? I mean, it's pretty. Even if it's not, please ask. Please fire away. I feel like everybody probably knows this, and I know Eduardo does because he's got some roots tied over there. But we're in Argentina, we're in South America, and there's Argentina and Chile is kind of divided between by a huge mountain range known as the Andes Mountains, which is really cool. Lots of vanilla. I don't know. I don't want to say there's vanilla. Vanilla is typically an end result of oak influence and typically new oak influence. And I don't pick up on a lot of vanilla here, but I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that like I don't pick it up. Does it? I mean, Eduardo, Nihal, do you guys pick up any vanilla on this wine? I'm not really getting it. What does stirring the least mean? Stirring the least means that they actually as the yeast cells convert into sugar, right? Sorry, as the yeast and the sugar convert into alcohol. There we go. Boom. As the yeast and the sugar convert into alcohol, the yeast cells die, and what ends up happening is eventually they get filtered out. But what they do prior to that, in the course of aging the wine, is the dead yeast, aka the lees, gets stirred. And what they do is what it does when you stir that inside of the barrel is it creates a creamy texture on the wine. That's where the creaminess comes from. What makes this Chardonnay less sweet? Why do I dislike the typical Chard and love this one? And what is the meaning of life? The meaning, I wish I still had glasses. The meaning of life is no man. What I don't I the thing is that I think what you're detecting with sweetness in Chardonnay is what typical California Chardonnay, like the Sanford that we drank at the Sutter Club for the in-person tasting. I think what you're picking up on that kind of Chardonnay is that vanilla that David is referring to. Um, And that is like a perceivable kind of like sweetness because we associate vanilla with sweetness, right? So I think that's the sweetness that you're perceiving, and that is typically oak influence. And then you get a little bit of butter typically with California Chardonnays, and butter is just a it's just a byproduct of secondary fermentation, also known as malolactic fermentation, which is a, like I just mentioned, is a secondary fermentation that they do to convert the malic acid into something softer, right, into lactic acid. And a byproduct of that conversion and that secondary fermentation is a chemical compound called diacetyl. Diacetyl smells like butter, and so that's what I think you're perceiving in terms of sweetness. And I think you like this one because it has a lot of acidity. And I think that a lot of California producers are starting to switch back. And we talked about this last time too. I think that a lot of California producers are starting to switch back to like a little bit more of a French style. But I think that the more we tell people what we like and don't like, and in particular, if we tell winemakers what we like and don't like by what we buy and what we don't buy, I think that you'll start to see more and more of that style just become more and more popular. Um, Cool. Sorry, I'm just checking. People be like messaging me in the middle of like the live, and like I can't respond because I'm live. All right. Good questions, by the way. Stirring of the lees, and the Chardonnay question. Let's jump into the Cocodrilo. This is again same producer, and this is kind of slightly different in terms of just being a big bold red. It's not like a straight up Cabernet. It's 75% Cabernet. Um, 75% Cabernet, 11% Malbec, 8% Cab Franc, and 3% Syrah, and 3% Merlot. I hope the math on all that just works out. I don't know. It should add up to 100%. Does Argentina make a lot of Chardonnay? I tend to think they are more known for reds. They're okay. So Argentina's reds are going to be Malbec and Bonarda, and then their whites are going to be Torrantes and Chardonnay. Um, they grow a little bit more outside of those, obviously, but those are probably going to be like the top varietals. Are they known more for the reds? Probably at this point, yes. But Torrantes, which is like a high acid, super high aromatic, beautiful white wine, that is one of my favorite varietals, and we haven't had it yet, but we should. Um, there's a couple of really good producers out there that just do it spectacularly. One of them being Colome, which they make a few different wines that I'm just absolutely enthralled by. The Torrantes is phenomenal. They make a single vineyard uh, Malbec called Altura Maxima, which is maximum altitude. And it comes from like 10,000 feet in elevation. And that wine is just absolutely spectacular. So, all right. Did that answer your question? We're going to jump into Cocodrilo. So I want to know when you guys made steak, David and Diana, when you guys made really everyone, because Eduardo, I know your mom hooked it up. Did did you guys marinate the steak like asado style? Because I feel like that just kind of like sets it off, as opposed to just doing like a ribeye and or and just throwing chimichurri on top. Yeah, by the way, I do have an affiliate program with Amazon now. So if you visit the website, it says right on the right across the navigation bar that pardon me, that I have some links for some items that are really really dope, like my Corvin, which is one of my favorite wine tools because it helps me preserve the bottles without having to drink the entire thing. And then I have it for about a week or two, and I just come back to it and then I finish the bottle. And you can see it's got the fill there, cork is still in, even the foil cap is still there, and it just helps preserve the bottle. So it injects a little bit of argon, it helps push it out the needle, and then you have your glass of wine. So Corvin is dope. What else is dope that I have on the affiliate program? I've got a wine key on there. I've got I've got some phenomenal glassware. You guys always talk about my Gabriel glasses, so I put some Gabriel glasses on that list. A really easy and fun to read book called Window on the World of Wine. Phenomenal book. That's on that list. I do get a little kickback on those things. Um, so if you guys are interested, use the link on my webpage. It doesn't cost you anything, but I get a little kickback for it. Ribeye seasoned with butter, with garlic and herbs, thyme, rosemary, etc. Damn, bro, mama be hooking it up, man. I gotta say, Eduardo, I almost took you up when you were like, hey, do you want to talk with Tesh from my parents' house? I was like, man, I really wanted to because that would have been fun. But anyhow, so we're drinking this bigger, bolder red from Mendoza, Argentina. Let's dive into it. And let me know what you guys think. You don't have to wait for me to give you my 2 cents. Ooh, I feel like it might need a moment to breathe. So if you pop the bottle, I would recommend grabbing a decanter or something. If you wanted to just kind of like appreciate, I feel like this wine is still a little young, still a little tight. And I'm not quick to say decant your wine, but I would decant this one. Yeah, Diana, only two left, man. I got 99 problems. But buyers ain't one. Yeah, only two left. Only a couple. Only a couple. So, um, it just is what it is. It is what it is. I have lots of other stuff on the website. Buy all that stuff. Um, so one thing I didn't talk about that I felt like I should have was the Chardonnay gets planted at about 3,300 feet in elevation, um, and going up from there, the varietals, these big Bordeaux varietals, get planted at about 4,200 feet in elevation. Um, what else? What else do I need to tell you guys about this wine? All right, let's just see if it opens up. Not anymore. Yep, I just got the notification, dude. You bought them all. It's cool. I'll take it. Hey, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. Love you. Love the nose. Subtle red fruit, berry, plum, all from Nihal. Nihal with the tasting notes, man. It's not like Bovale, honey, not honey hall. That 16.5 alcohol. Oh, you know, I don't drink a lot out of my cellars because I'm always tasting wine for the business or for the club or whatever. And it's always really nice when I pull out a red from the cellar and then I go right to glass because the temperature is just got like just a very slight chill on it. Not like cold, cold, but like just like a slight chill. You know what I mean? Like cellar temperature, 58 degrees. And I love drinking these red wines when they are at that temperature. I just think they show so nicely. Um, I love the color on this wine. It's got like a deep ruby red color. I'm looking at it through my. I'm looking at it on like a silver background on my laptop, which is funny, but it's a deep color for sure. Um, what else am I getting? Blueberry, plum. Let's see. Blueberry, plum, chocolate, um, some baking spice. Man, this wine is good. It's got a long finish too. It's full bodied for sure. This is a delicious wine. Man, I love this thing. How's it going with the steak? Am I gonna get more? I won't be getting more of these. No. Dad is asking about Etna. Any word on the volcano impact on the winery from our previous tasting? I haven't gotten any word in regards to that. And the one of the main publications that I use to keep up with wine news and what's going on with the wine world didn't make a mention of it, at least not yet. So I'll keep you guys posted. as soon as I hear more, and I'll post it on social media. I'll post it on like Instagram, and it'll go to Facebook and all that fun stuff. So, am I gonna? No, again, I'm not gonna get more. So whatever I had, you just bought. And I'm glad that you like it. I didn't talk about like aging regimen and like what this wine went through. 14 months, new French oak. Um, sorry, 14 months in French oak. About 15% of that is new, unfined and unfiltered. So this was bottled September 2019. Man, it's crazy, right? Like this, I feel like this could like you could lay this down for a few years and come back to this wine. And for its price point, I think that it offers quite a bit. Like to get a bolder style of red that you can just like really put down in the cellar and just come back to in a couple years. I think it's absolutely stunning. This is so good with the steak and chimichurri. I wish I was having steak and chimichurri. The dinner stuff is always hard in my house because of the kids, right? We try and eat together as a family. So I send out these recommendations, and sometimes I do make them and I'll test them a few days before. But with like asado and chimichurri, I just knew like my kids wouldn't eat that. Even if I just made steak, they're very, very picky. Um, yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. All right. Any other questions, guys? I know this is kind of like a quick wine talk with Tesh, which honestly today is great because I'm gonna go like pass out after this. There's quite a few people missing tonight. There's like Marianne and Ralph aren't here, as I think Ralph is working on Tuesday nights. James isn't in attendance, which is okay. I know it's all YouTube tonight, right? Which is cool. We'll take YouTube. Which speaking of which, I got to jump on YouTube and like go through some stuff and like update. You know what I mean? Like now I can like name the channel and have a have like a direct web page that like people can go to. Seriously, do customer visits with Wine with Tesh? Let us cook for you. Oh man, Um, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Yeah, it should. I mean, once you hit 100, it's supposed to like it's supposed to be like the gateway to be able to make some changes. Um, I mean, anytime you guys want to cook for me, I'll fucking come over. Well, we'll just start like I'll start doing the virtual tasting out of someone's home because all of this shit I can just move around. I can bring it with me, so that's not a big deal. Steak just came out. We'll report back. All right, cool. Oh, yeah, hey, Neelam, what's up, dude? Um, she said it was a really good blend. It is. Generally try not to carry. Generally try not to carry shitty wine. You know what I mean? Try and carry some like dope shit that people gonna drink. That's kind of Um, it has been a while since I've been over. I think the last time I was over, I was crying about my dad. Neelam, come over. Neelam, I'm not gonna drive a fucking hour to come to a tasting, man. Come on, dude. I love you though. I'm not gonna drive that far, dude. I love you, and I love the boys. I love my brother-in-law. All y'all cool. Y'all cool. I'm not driving an hour. That would be all bad. Jordan, how's it going for you in Milwaukee, bro?
It's good in Milwaukee. It was like a
Everybody say hi to Jordan.
hey
Woo, woo,
everyone.
woo.
Yeah, it was like a ice storm today. It was a snow day for all the people in public school. Um, the car was like covered in a sheet of ice. We spent like 10 minutes scraping it off to try to go to the store and slipping and sliding everywhere,
So when are you gonna come back to California, baby?
Yeah, I know it. Someone sent us a picture of all the blossoms on the trees. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, dope. That's cool.
Yeah. yeah, that'll happen in 2 more months, maybe.
Yeah, California's ahead of schedule on everything right now, man. It's been a very, very warm winter. Uh, but yeah, no, I've seen some photos like of stuff going on in Milwaukee, and it's like, yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool. It's nice over here.
Yeah, but besides that, it's great.
Yeah,
great.
good, good. Go Bucks.
Yeah, right. Go Bucks, go. Well, not Packers anymore, but
Yeah, no, the Packers ain't going nowhere. No, not
Nope.
this year. My sister said, I'll cook Fulio, like that's going to make up for the fact that I would have to drive an hour and 15 minutes home after tasting wine. No, I'm not going to do that. Like, I mean, I love, I love food. I love free cooking, but like, yeah, Diana's got the right idea. We're right around the corner. Yes, you are. And that is perfect. Man, they got nothing but love for you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Glad you're enjoying the live streams.
All right, y'all. I don't think there's any more questions in regards to the wine itself or anything in regards to wine for the evening. So we'll call it, this will probably be one of the quicker wine talks with Tesh, which is cool. I'm okay with that. Enjoy the rest of your wine. Enjoy the rest of your dinner. I know some of you guys are eating right now. Please have a good time. And I hope you guys love the wines and just, always diving into something that's like a little bit new and maybe a little bit different outside of the realm of what is considered typical. So I'm your person for that. So holler if you guys need anything. Visit the website. I'm always kind of like adding products and removing products just based on what's available and what sells. So if you guys need anything, I'm here for you guys. All right, appreciate you guys, Diana. Thank you so much. Yeah, just let me know when you guys want to pick up, and we'll make it happen. I'll have your wines ready. So even if I'm not home, Danielle can hand it off to you and stuff. So yeah, we'll make that happen. Until 2 weeks from now, let me just get this right real quick because I booked out and I got to update the website with the entire rest of the year. So I booked out all of the rest of the calendar year for all of the tastings. And Jordan, I should have probably run that by you because you're pretty essential to what we do here. But I'll post it on the website and then you'll know. And then if it doesn't work for you, then we'll make adjustments. But the next tasting will be on Wednesday. We're gonna switch back to Wednesday so that way Ralph and Marianne can come because they're the only ones who like cannot be there on Tuesday nights. So we'll switch back to Wednesday nights. Wednesday, March 9th will be the in-person tasting at the Sutter Club. I have the wines for next month landing tomorrow. So I'll start boxing all those up and getting them on the website and all that fun stuff. And then you guys will be stoked to know that because everybody loved him. All these wines for next month are coming from Giuseppe Locascio. So he is dope, and he'll be at the next in-person tasting as well. So he'll be a fun guest to have. Just because he's cool, I like hanging out with him, man. And he was like, "I'll be there," and I was like, "All right, cool." He was very enthusiastic about it. You fucking better, Diana. Shit, play that game. You better be there. No, it'll be cool. This next one will be a lot of fun. I feel like the in-person ones are definitely like they're just like next level fun because we just have so much good energy and good people there, and then we're drinking wine and hanging out, and drinks ensue afterwards and all that fun stuff. So until 2 weeks from now, I'll see you guys then, and holler at me for all your wine needs. Thanks a lot, Jay. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.